Okay, now, so first let us discuss about what is regular expressions. So do you guys have any like have you heard of the regular expressions previously? Regular expressions. So okay, so when it comes to the regular expressions, right? We covered string manipulations, which means like with the help of string methods, right? So the extension methods to string methods, we can call them as regular expressions, because even the regex also will do manipulations on top of string variables only. But what is the difference? Like we have a string methods, then why do we need regular expressions? See, um, static or fixed pattern text will be there. You can achieve with using string methods. But you have a dynamic strings and non-fixed patterns. You can say semi-fixed. We need regular expressions here. So what are the different methods we have? UiPath. Replace, matches, is match. So we have three, which means like uh, if you just consider, try to relate with the actual string values, okay? Replace some value with another value. Returns if some value exists in the given value. Returns boolean, which means true or false, if some values exist in the given value. Okay, so returns if some values matches the given value, or matching values if some value matches the given value. So if you see here, right, Replace will replace a value whatever we are giving. This will return you all the matching contents, and this will tell you whether the match is available or not. This will be kind of a contains method or in a string, right? So now let us do one thing. We'll strike off this. Do we have something to strike off? Yeah. We'll strike off this and we will write pattern. If some here also I'll strike off and I'll write pattern. Here also I'll strike off. Which means whatever generally we used to give the value in string methods, here we will give the pattern instead of value, and it will check and it will replace if required. It will return us the matching values and it will check whether the matching is possible or not. See, now you have an input field. Assume you have an input field of email address. How can you validate this email address? What is the what is your approach to check whether the given email is correct, is in the email or not? So how can you check whether this is an email or not? This can be .com, this can be .in, this can be a different domain, right? It can be .io, .ai. So you have a lot of, right? So how can you check whether this is a valid email or not? What is your approach? Guys, you have an option to unmute yourself, right? So here you can see the different characters, whatever the patterns we generally give. So for a single character, let me write some text here. So we have some text. Okay. In case if you know that you will be having this 101 number after regex and before website, you can do that with the your string methods by splitting or identifying something and all. We can do some on top of this. But let us suppose we doesn't know where you will be having a number, but you want to have a number. See here, any digit is slash d. And let us put the slash d. See here, the numbers are got highlighted, but individually they are got highlighted. Match, if you see on top, right? Match 1, match 2, match 3. And you want more than that. So when you want to have more than, when you have more than one character, right? Just simply hit go plus. Now it is a single match. And it is returning you 101. Let us suppose if I write some number here, then even this will be highlighted. This will be match 1 and this will be match 2. So in case if you have some pattern and you know that such a pattern is my value, then we can use that patterns in the regular expression to get the values out of it. Or in strings, right? You need to have some fixed format and fixed indexes. So then only we can do that. But here we can go with the patterns irrespective of some number. Okay. And we have a couple of other things as well. We'll see one after the other. And here, see, if you clearly observe, right, in the left hand side, you have the flavor of regex. See, the regex is common. Regular expressions are common, but it will have the programming flavor by one or two, uh, what we say, the tokens will be changing. In the sense like when we are using the parentheses, brackets, and all these things, right? That will may change based on the flavor of that. And what do we mean by flavor? In which programming language you are implementing your regular expressions. So if you see here, right, you have for different languages, and ours is .NET. So this is our flavor. And now again, this is same again, right? So it will not change much, but for few, it will be changed. Okay. Let us suppose I want to highlight only the spaces. Slash S. See, all the spaces are got highlighted. So we can have a pattern, and we will see how we are going to implement this in like when we are dealing with the PDFs. But you just need to have a look at these patterns and try to understand how we can build the patterns. And we will build the patterns uh, more and more when we are dealing with something. Let us suppose we discussed, right, path to do at the rate skill RPA dot. And I want to have a regular expression to I want to have a regular expression to highlight any of the email attributes. I'll go with capital S plus, okay, slash at the rate slash capital S plus slash dot slash capital S plus. I will go with this. Okay. This is my generic way of building my regular expression. You may need to build some complex also for this email. But what I am thinking is based on some input of mine. I'm thinking that this is my way. Let us do one thing. So it started. But the problem is this will work even for this. And this is not a valid email address, right? So now we may need to build some better regular expression for this. So for that, how we can do? See, how we can do is like based on some input data. Like when we are dealing with some non-structural data, we need to have sampling, which means like you need to have a high volume of data as an input for you, and based on that we can draw a pattern of it. We cannot directly write a pattern depending on one particular value. In case if you want me to validate for skill RPA domain, right, I can simply say, so now it will accept for all the skill RPA domains. This dot, I always need to use this slash, because slash is your escape sequence and dot will support any single character. But in case if I want to match only the dot, then I need to put slash dot. Okay. And these patterns, right, one after the other, we cannot explain. But as part of our PDF automation, I'll use these regular expressions. So you'll get to know how we are building the patterns and how we are taking the values out of it. Clear, guys? Yeah, Patia. Got it. Now, let us go to the OCR. So what is OCR? Optical character character recognition. OCR is nothing but optical character recognition. So, which means like it will recognize the characters. What are the characters we have, right? The letters or text or numbers or alphabets and all these things. So it will identify these characters, right, from an image. Identifies the characters from an image. So the main work of the OCR engines is to identify the characters from an image. And how it is going? See, it is also kind of a model which will predict your characters based on the OCR engines trained from large data set. It predicts characters from an given image. Okay. And we have one concept. For all the OCR engines, we will be having two concepts: scaling, confidence. OCR engines will have these two. Scaling is nothing but to have an image and trying to process through OCR. Okay. And how much scaling you want to do for the existing image. See, when you have a small image, the words looks to be a bit smaller, right? It will be hard for an engine to predict the values. So you can scale that to multiplied by 3 times or 4 times. And how we will get to know how much how many times we need to scale. So it is all depends on the trial and error. We just need to scale for different numbers and we need to do a trial. And majority of the times I always go with the 3 times scaling. But I will change to 2, I'll change to 4, and I'll see the output, which is giving me the better output. I will take that as my scale. Okay. And the confidence. Confidence is how much confident that the OCR engine is accurate about the characters it identified, which means it identified the character, but how much confident it is. Sometimes what will happen is O and 0, 7 and 1. In the images, right, there will be a confusion between these characters. Always. See, as a human itself, in case if I go for this capital O, not the small O, and if I give you in an image which is not that much good quality, how do you identify whether it is a 0 or 1? Sorry, 0 or O. So that problem will be there with this OCR engine. So it will predict that, like not only with this, even with others also, it will try to identify how much confident it was when it identified the characters. Clear, guys? OCR engines. That's one. Yeah. Okay. So what are the different OCR engines we have? Which is renamed from Tesseract. Cloud OCR engine, Cloud Vision, Microsoft, Azure Computer Vision, Azure Computer Vision or Microsoft Cloud, I guess. Either of these two names. Abby, Abby Cloud, OmniPage, UiPath Screen OCR, UiPath Document OCR. So we have these many OCR engines available in UiPath. We can utilize. And which one to use? OCR to be used. So it's up to you which OCR engine you want to use. What we need to do is see whatever we let us write the also.
I think which basically whichever OCR gives more correct result, right? I think that OCR we should use, whether it is free or
Hmm.
paid.
Is that the only criteria? Because we'll try with all the available OCR engines and we'll pick up which gives us the best results. But is that the only criteria? I mentioned all available OCRs, right? The availability in the sense if your project supports to or the customer agreed to take the paid OCR engine, then we'll go for the paid OCR engines. Or else we will not go for the paid. We'll look into the free versions and we'll do that. So we can, like the people will ask like which OCR engine you use. I tried with This will be an interview question. I tried with all the free OCR engines and finalized OmniPage OCR engine as it is returned best results among the free OCRs. This we used for Dev and QA. For UAT, we changed to, you can mention Google Cloud or UiPath document OCR. UiPath document OCR is going to give you very good results. Same continued in the production. So we can say this. Okay. Are we clear with the OCR engines, guys? If you have any questions, let me know. Guys, there?
Yeah, Path. Yeah.
Yeah. So are we clear with the OCR engines?
I think when we get that practical example, then we will tell
Okay.
something,
Sure.
right? Whether
Sure.
clear or
We'll
not.
come there. We'll come there. Yeah. So now let us come to the PDF documents. Types of documents. We have two categorizations here, by nature, by structure. Digital and scanned. Digital or native PDFs and scanned. There are two different categorizations there, and based on the structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. So it will be three categorization. So we have a digital and scanned documents, and here structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. We have these two categorizations, and these are the different types of. So let us understand first digital documents. Digital or native documents. Computer generated PDF documents and machine readable format. we can select the text from PDF document. Scanned documents. This is more or less image. PDF documents generated from images or documents scanned through scanner, whatever it might. So these are the scanned documents. We cannot select the text from PDF document. Okay. Example, let us do one thing. See here, I can select all this text. This also we can select the text. So it is not. See this. Here we cannot select anything. But here we could able to select. So that is the difference between the scan and the digital or native. Now let us go to the structure. Structure of the document will not change at all. For all the documents, we will have same format. Example, passport. Passport will be same for all the people in across the India, right? Aadhaar, whatever, PAN. So all these are like fixed formats for a country. So this is we call it as a structured PDF because from person to person these are not changing. Semi-structured. Structure of the document will slightly change from. So for example, if you take invoices, so invoices will be sent from different vendors. Format changes from vendor to vendor. So these we call it as a semi-structured structure. Will not follow structure pattern. Example, we can say legal documents, rental agreements. These will not follow any formats. So
or
it will
or
be
hand
keep on change.
or
Sorry?
handwritten document as well. Handwritten document as well.
Handwritten document, uh, see, it will either fall under either of these three structures or
Okay.
in these two structures, right? Handwritten will go to the scanned documents and it will go to the unstructured.
Okay.
So these are the different categorizations we have. And structured, easy to implement. Semi-structured, we need regular expressions with string manipulations you can do. Based on the variants, we may need to leverage AI for this. Need AI. We cannot implement with AI, only RPA for unstructured. So these are the categorization of the PDF documents. And what are the different activities we have in UiPath for the reading of the PDF? So the commonly asked questions, um, like they will not much ask on this, like they may go on the document understanding, which we are going to cover in our real-time questions. But like they'll ask you like how you used to read the text from the PDF. For a digital document, read PDF text activity. For a scanned document, read PDF text with OCR. Okay. So these two are the activities which we will be using in UiPath to read the documents, PDF documents. Okay. And now, what is our use case now? We will take one invoice, extract the invoice information. Okay. And we'll use both. First, we'll implement the digital and we'll try to use for the scanned as well. Okay. Clear, guys?
Yeah, Path. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll continue with our hands-on tomorrow.
So Path, basically, any thought on my question? or your opinion on that?
Which one?
The question which I asked to you in the
Excel,
job.
right?
Yeah, correct. This one.
I need to look into that, man. Like, I didn't got a chance to look into that. Probably I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay.
So one more question. So basically, this type of question we can expect from the OCR based uh, that portion in the UI path. It's related to
I told
basically.
you, right? Like, I told you, right? Like, what OCR did you use? That is the maximum question they will ask.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Fatia, thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.